Here are the 10 college secrets every freshman should know. So if you're anxious about going to college, you should probably invest the next 10 minutes to watch this video until the end in order to avoid wasting the next 4 years of your life. Hey, my name is Hafu. I haven't had a haircut in 3 months ago, and I'm a senior who studied marketing at UBC Sauder, one of the best business schools in Canada. And last year, I made it my life's mission to study patterns of success for students. And these are the tips I learned from interviewing top students from universities like Harvard, MIT, and Stanford, combined with my own personal experience, of course. And by the end of this video, you should feel prepared and excited to go to college. Let's jump into it. Number 1, don't cling to your high school friends. What if I don't have friends, Hafu? It's okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Just let it out. I'm not saying you should just completely get rid of your high school friends, because I'm still really good friends with one of my high school friends, Jensen, who went to Sauder with me. I'm just saying, don't rely on your high school friends because you're too afraid to make friends with new people. There's a difference. In one situation, you're like a cute puppy everyone wants to pet at the park. The other, it's gonna sound a little harsh. You're like a stray dog in a back alley who's just pleading for food. I'm not trying to be mean. The more important reason is I don't want you to limit your growth. You need to be set free to explore and reinvent your character. That's why you should make new friends. But how? Number 2, make friends in your first week or you will be forever alone. And once you found your crew, make your friends your number 1 priority. Everyone is scared, don't worry about it. I mean, the first week, everyone is looking to make friends, and this is prime time for you to introduce yourself. Later in the semester though, everyone's already found their own clique and has busy schedules, so it's gonna be a lot harder for you to make friends. So in your first week, your only goal should be to introduce yourself to every single person that you sit beside, and then add them on social media, and then ask them to go grab lunch or dinner with you. That's the best way to hang out. But here's the thing, you're like, what if I don't like them? Well, you don't have to like all your friends in the first week, because there's a strategy I discovered. It works for a lot of things, but it works for friendships too. Make friends with a lot of people and then drop the ones you don't like, and keep the ones that you really do and be loyal to them. University is not small like high school, it's a mini town. So if you don't make an effort to see someone, you're not gonna see them. Your friends are the most valuable asset you'll have in college. Go feel those friendships. Oh, and the next tip is gonna save you a lot of time. Don't do all your reading. You'll be assigned a lot of readings in college. Just imagine reading like a Bible a week between all your classes. And especially the humanities and art studies. Whew, baby, good luck. I mean, seriously, who has the time to read these things anyway? I'd rather spend my time reading those type of books. More useful. I know if you're a hardworking A+ student, you're probably like trembling at the thought of disobeying your teachers. But trust me, your guide, your bro, Hafu Go, I got you, man. Covering every page of every assigned reading is rarely necessary in college. Here's what you should do instead. For class pre-readings, you should probably just skim over the entire document and then take really good notes in class. And if you don't know how to take notes, you can watch my note-taking video after this, because you don't want to miss the rest of these tips. And the secret to reading textbooks is to read the introduction and the conclusion paragraphs very, very carefully, because they will summarize everything within that chapter. Also, another pro tip is just to read the table of contents and Google any definitions you don't know. And lastly, your teacher's lecture slides are the golden ticket to that A+ in the class, because they tell you everything that your teacher expects you to know, and you can read about the things you don't understand in the lecture slides. Skip optional readings completely, because ain't nobody got time for that. With all due respect, teachers, I got more important things to do, like sleeping. Number 4, dress nicely for class. Baggy joggers, lightly stained t-shirt, baseball cap, And a baggy version of your university hoodie does not count as getting dressed in the morning. I know you've been stuck at home and you're not used to getting dressed. I mean, I put in a lot of effort today. But it's very important to go to class dressed nicely for two reasons. One, you'll feel more confident. And when you feel better, it just seems like your life has a nice Instagram filter all over it. And two, ain't no cutie gonna notice you when you dressed up like a potato. So, college is a time for first times. You're probably not gonna have your first time if you go in dressed like a potato sack. And the question I get a lot from the high school students that I mentor is, will my grades drop a lot? Listen to the next tip. Number 5, your grades will be massively deflated. If you got into your dream college, congrats, man. You probably got really good grades in high school and you probably think you're pretty smart. Or so you think. I mean, I was one of those kids. I got a 96% average on my high school grade. And when I went into college the first year, I almost failed Math 104. It was calculus. College grades are not the same as high school grades. Getting a 80% or even a 90% is a lot harder than you think. And don't be surprised when you get your first test mark back that you got a 76%. Your grades are not a reflection of your personal ability. You have to remember that. There are a lot of variables that goes into a test mark. For example, are you hungry? Did you sleep last night? And what was the scaling like for the class? How much did you like studying for the class? Because that matters. There's a lot of things. So it's not fair to judge yourself based on your test mark. Judge yourself based on your looks instead. Number 6, seek out fun. Contrary to what you may have seen in like every college movie made ever, no cute girl is gonna accidentally bump into you in the hallways.
I don't know where you're going. Are you blind? Hello?
And take you on the adventure of your lifetime. Unless, of course, you're me. I actually had a pretty fun and romantic freshman year. I dropped my name card, girl in front of me turned around, locked eyes with me, and smiled. After class, we went to Triple O's and ate some burgers. Later that night, we went for a walk around campus and hopped a fence that led to the football stadium. And by this time, it was like 2 a.m. now. The two of us just laid there in the middle of the empty football stadium, looking at the sky and stargazing through the night. Wow. And it's a long story from there you'll never get to hear. Anyway, my point is, you have to seek out fun. You have to be adventurous, you have to be spontaneous, and fun isn't gonna come to you. You have to create it. You gotta seek out things that tickle your heart. Oh, don't miss this next tip, because this is what's gonna get you a high-paying job after you graduate. Number 7, befriend a professor. Unlike your high school teachers, a lot of the university teachers, if they're good, have previous work experience in the field that they're teaching. So that makes them an extremely valuable resource for you. They can give you career advice, they can give you life advice, and if you are friends with them, they can even connect you to work opportunities that you will never find on Indeed.com. But you're saying, I'm 18, how am I gonna be friends with someone that's like 30 or 40 years old? Well, the best way to do it is just to go to their office hours. It's pretty simple, and ask them questions. But you gotta come prepared. Because if you ask stupid questions, they're just gonna like be annoyed every time they see your face. Then go back more often and gradually ask some more personal questions like, what do you like to do on the weekends? Or can you give me advice on this? I actually made friends with one of my marketing professors by asking him to critique my YouTube channel. And then I implemented what he said, which is important. And that's how he invited me to drink beer with him at the end of the semester. It was quite a fun time. Alright, let's switch it up a little bit. The next 3 are gonna be rapid fire round. Short, but very, very powerful. You don't wanna miss these. Number 8, study alone and not at home. Sure, organized study sessions. It's a great way to get someone to come out and meet with you. But give up any hope of doing anything productive in that study session. You might as well just think of it as a hangout session. And don't study at home. Your bed is too seductive. It's always calling you, and it will find you, and it will get you. It will wrap you up like a warm taco, and you won't be able to escape until 1 hour right before your essay deadline. Life lesson. Number 9, spend a semester abroad. Studying abroad at Tsinghua University was one of the best decisions I made during my college career. It was where I started my YouTube channel, actually. Steve Jobs has a quote that has influenced my outlook on life. And it goes like this.
Everyone puts you on this path, to go to high school, go to college, but what you got to do is get different experiences. You might want to think about going to Paris and being a poet for a few years, or else you're going to make the same connections and then you won't be innovative.
Studying abroad gives you a cheap way to collect experiences because you're paying student housing prices. And also, when I went studying abroad, I was paid to do it. I got a scholarship that covered all my living expenses, and they gave me an allowance of 300 yuan per month. That's like $500. How cool is that? So definitely when you go into your university, research the study abroad programs that they have. Thank me later. This next tip is the most important tip, and if you only take one thing away, please let it be this. Dare to dream and seek out other dreamers. This is the most important thing I realized in my college career. In my eyes, if I didn't follow this tip, my college experience would have been a failure. I wouldn't have gotten anything out of it. Of course, college is all about trying new things and collecting experiences. But the difference between regular students and successful students, like the ones I interviewed at Harvard, is the fact that the successful students always push a pursuit to its limits. This is the essence of daring to dream. Take your most important project and ramp up the criteria for success. Dare to dream bigger. And screw the doubters who are gonna say that it's not worth doing or that you can't do it. They're just people who didn't have the balls to pursue their own dreams, so they're gonna talk down on you for pursuing yours. So that's why in order to keep your hopes alive and keep yourself sane, you need to surround yourself with other dreamers, like we have at this channel. We have a community of over 60,000 other dreamers, just like you. If they're in high school, they're looking to get into their dream schools, and if they're in college already, they're looking to get into a career that's fulfilling and makes a lot of money. For example, working at Google as a software engineer. Screw the doubters who say you can't, because your success is gonna taste sweeter than their haterade. And click the subscribe button if you're a dreamer. If not, don't click it. Don't click it. And smack that like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you want to find out what the first week of college is really like, click here. I explain everything. My name is Hafu, and just remember, big things coming!